You hating cause I took no risks. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, please. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the double. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. 80 weapons. 65. 65.
Off play action. Montgomery. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lawrence. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Slam, slam, slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Get off the field. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Looking to throw on second down. Montgomery. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
54.
To throw on 3rd down. Montgomery. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. 56. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Bridgestone, travel.
On 1st down, Pearson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Pearson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Let's go. Here we go. 30 base. Watch the whip. Come.
On 3rd down. It's Pearson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
To throw on 2nd down, Montgomery. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Mike 54. Mike.
From the gun, Montgomery.
You ain't going nowhere.
Throw left side complete. That's Lawrence. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Come on, keep the pitch. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On the set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Montgomery eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Back to throw. Montgomery. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Bravo. 56. Mike 56. Coming for his second.
To throw on 2nd down. McDermott taking a shot for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Operating from the gun, Montgomery. And that's caught by Smith. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 54 right there. 54 Mike. The Colts 46-yard line.
Go. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Montgomery. It's caught. Smith. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Lawrence. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now they try the right side here. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on 1st down. Hope, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get in the weight room.
They'll go option to the short side. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the gun, Montgomery. Buying time to his left. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Let's go. 50, plant. Check 56. Pilot, 64, weak. Ready?
On 1st down, Pearson. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. To throw on 2nd down. McDermott is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. 20. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Get off the field, defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run on first down. It's Pearson, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Looking to throw on second down. McDermott, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
56.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 49. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Baby,
59, 50. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
To throw on second down, Montgomery. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. 3rd down here. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
On 3rd down, Montgomery. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down. They go play action here on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Montgomery flushed out right. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feel.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. To throw on third down, McDermott, and that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Looking to throw. Montgomery. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third down, Montgomery. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, remember, last year in Week 5, Gano was good from 63 away to beat the Giants on the final play. This not as critical of a kick or as long, but also not as successful.
You're exactly right about that. I was fortunate enough to be on the call for that game, you know, and me and my crew, we got to see him. When they lined up, we thought, that's a long way. We know he's got a big leg, and then he hammered it. Probably would have been good up to about 70 yards. And after the game, the head coach Ron...
This is caught at the 20. Yeah, this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. On first down, it's Pearson, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Pearson. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on 3rd down, McDermott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On 3rd down, it's Pope. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before you get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
That QB's trash. Let's go. 55 is my guy. 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing again. McDermott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Back now in Nashville. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Throwing on first down. McDermott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, McDermott. And he finds Cook. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
This quarterback now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. McDermott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Off the play fake. Montgomery. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Looking to throw. Montgomery. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's go, D.
To throw again, McDermott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw. McDermott. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid, still pitching a shutout. On fourth down, McDermott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. On first down, McDermott. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
70, Indy. Topper.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Pearson. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth.
Greystone, travel. Go. Smoke. Let's go. Fire.
On fourth down, McDermott, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And now look at him go. The 30. Past the 20, and he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give right side. Pope. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and long. Taking a shot for Samuel. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
64, win. Hey, team 6, get it.
Off play action. McDermott. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's Pope. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff looking right. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Titans! A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Gone, gone.
Kill.
Throwing again. McDermott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Looking to throw. McDermott. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw. McDermott. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go.
22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
Now a give, right side. Pope. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
54, Mike, 54. Here we go, T. Here I come.
They run with Pope again. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, let's get there.
On 4th down, Montgomery. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Titans, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.